They say the stars don't lie. If you look closely, you'll see two lights, always apart, always waiting. This is not just a legend. It is the Valentine's Day of the East, a story that spans heaven and earth. A tale of love so forbidden it tore the sky itself in two. This is the tragic romance of Niulang and Zhinu, the cowherd and the weaver girl. Long ago, far beyond mortal reach, in the celestial realm of the gods, lived Zhinu, the weaver girl. She was no ordinary goddess. Zhinu was the daughter of the Queen Mother of the West, and her task was sacred. To weave the fabric of the sky, the glowing clouds, the silk of sunrise, the river of stars we now call the Milky Way, she worked tirelessly, never questioning her fate. Until one day she looked down to earth where green fields stretched beyond the horizon, where laughter echoed across rivers, and where one mortal soul caught her gaze. His name was Niulang, the cowherd. A simple, kind-hearted man, orphaned young, mistreated by his brother, and left with nothing but an old, wise ox as his only friend. But Niulang's heart was never bitter. He worked with quiet strength, caring for the ox, plowing the land, living humbly beneath the open sky. Zhinu watched him from above, and something in her heart stirred, something dangerous for a goddess. Curiosity turned to affection. Affection blossomed into longing, and one night she descended. Disguised as a mortal, Zhinu met Niulang by the river. He had never seen beauty like hers, radiant yet real, divine yet grounded. They spoke, they laughed, they walked among flowers. In time, they fell deeply in love. They married, built a small home, and soon they were blessed with two children, a boy, a girl. Laughter filled the air. The sky above had never looked so close. For a time, heaven stayed silent. But such joy cannot hide forever. In the clouds above, the Queen Mother discovered her daughter's betrayal. A celestial being married to a mortal. A goddess bearing human children. Unforgivable. Furious. She descended in a chariot of thunderclouds, surrounded by divine guards. Niulang's home trembled as the sky opened and his wife was torn away, screaming, reaching for him and her children. Zhinu was dragged back to heaven, weeping. The Queen Mother locked her on one side of the stars, alone, forbidden to return. Niulang, heartbroken but not defeated, turned to his old ox. The ox, once a star god in exile, had known this day would come. With his dying breath, he gave Niulang one final gift, his hide, magical, celestial. Niulang wrapped his children in a basket, tied them to his shoulders, and with the ox's hide, he soared into the sky. Higher and higher he flew, defying the laws of nature, reaching toward the heavens. And just as he nearly reached her, the Queen Mother raised her golden hairpin and slashed the sky. From that wound, the stars bled light. A river poured through the heavens, the Milky Way. A divine divide between husband and wife, between father and mother, between two souls who had only love. For days, the stars cried. Zhinu sat on one side of the Milky Way, Niulang on the other. Their children called out into the void. Their tears rose to the skies, not just theirs, but from every creature who witnessed love's destruction. And then the magpies came. Thousands of them, their feathers shimmering with sorrow. They flew across the stars, beak to beak, wing to wing, forming a living bridge, a path through heaven itself. Touched by their loyalty and pain, even the gods could not ignore them. So the Queen Mother made a single concession. Once a year, on the 7th day of the 7th lunar month, the magpies would form their bridge. And for just one night, Niulang and Zhinu would reunite. Under a sky that once tore them apart, they would hold each other again, just long enough to remember. Today we call this day Qixi Festival, China's true Valentine's Day. And if you look up at the Milky Way on a summer night, somewhere in the stars, they are waiting. Not all love stories end with forever. Some end with one night a year, and a promise that even heaven cannot break.